have Akasa Air that is aggressively aiming at capacity expansion and plans to increase its fleet to 226 aircraft, and this is by 2032. My colleague Abhhimanyu Sharma actually caught up with airlines CFO Ankur Goel to talk about the growth plans and Indian aviation outlook going forward as well. Listen in.
We have got 226 planes on order. All of these are Boeing family aircraft. We're expected to get all of these aircraft by 2032. Right? So you will continue to see us add a lot of capacity, lot of planes every year. We're currently at 30 aircraft. We'll add 1/3 of the capacity of last year this year. So you should see a 33% growth sort of a capacity in the available seat kilometer that Akasa generates in FY26. We grew at 50% last year in terms of ASKs. So what you will continue to see us, as we add this capacity, we will have probably a CAGR of around 25 to 30% year on year.
What is the current cost versus revenue gap? How are you looking to narrow it? And what is the kind of profitability you're looking at? When are you looking to break even?
So compared to last year in FY25, our unit revenues grew by 13%. This is unit revenue is a measure of the quality of revenue, a measure called RASK. Our unit cost went down by 8% Y on Y. So what we saw in FY25 compared to FY24 was a 13% improvement in the unit revenue, 8% reduction in the unit cost, as a result of which our EBITDA margins improved by 50%. Right? This is something that we anticipated. This is something that we thought is going to happen. As we continue to scale up, as we continue to add larger aircraft, higher capacity aircraft, you will continue to see that our quality of the revenue will increase, our cost will continue coming down. And as the two merge together, as the unit cost becomes lower than the unit revenue, you suddenly see us get profitable. So this is a time when we focus on margin expansion. So our margins are improving every year. So typically a new company will typically have a U curve in which the margins will improve offset by higher capacity. And then comes the stage wherein the margin improvement is more than the capacity that you add, and that's when you're done profiting.
Even as several airlines plan to expand, plan to gain in capacity, we can't ignore the reality that the sector has witnessed several shutdowns in the past few years or even the past few decades. What are the kind of key asks from the government as far as ensuring a red carpet for airlines, both domestic as well as foreign airlines is concerned, to also ensure more profitability for them and more penetration into a largely underpenetrated market like you alluded to India?
So India has always been an extremely underpenetrated market. There's always been a demand-supply mismatch, and that is only widening now. So despite all the aircraft order that's coming in, we are just not adding capacity fast enough. What we are seeing is a very strong push, a very strong regulatory push with the government, in which there's a lot of things that the government has done to enable airlines not just exist, but also thrive. We have seen the regulatory processes become a lot more transparent, a lot more faster. We have seen reduction in fuel VAT across multiple cities. We have seen tax subsidies to the MRO. GIFT City has been set up to enable leasing. There's more and more capex getting deployed towards airports, both towards modernization and towards creating new airports. So the government has really worked behind the scenes to ensure that the sectors in the country really live up to the expectation that is there. Because aviation is not just for travelers. This is an infrastructure. And that's how we view this. This is a great opportunity for us to contribute to the GDP of the country.
All right, interesting conversation there with the management of Akasa. In fact, we take that short break. As we do that, let's tell you about our new offering, CNBC-TV18 Prime, which brings you insights from policymakers, business leaders and economists shaping both the world and India's future. CNBC-TV18 Prime decodes global shifts and their impact on Indian businesses, giving you unparalleled insights. You can tune into CNBC-TV18 Prime at 12 noon for Global Reset, 1 p.m. for the Big C, and Global Lens at 8:30 p.m. on weekdays and weeknights.